What's up, guys? It's Procust here. I'm doing my 4th place Bujin Shaddolls that I got like last Saturday at one of my smaller events. The deck's actually so much fun to play. It's like Bujins, but then you have like the combo plays of Shaddolls, which is so much fun. So yeah, I'm just going straight into the deck profile. You play the 3 Bujin Yamatos. Pretty much once you already get your turtles and hares in the graveyard, you can then actually just start sending your Shaddoll monsters, which will then activate the effect. So you can like send Beast, draw a card, send Falco to set it, and it's really cool. 1 Bujin Hirumi. This just allows you to make like a rank 4 XC with using your Bujins or your Shaddol level 4 monsters. You have 1 Mikazuchi. Pretty much it's the same as like the normal Bujin list, where you can just like have Yamato and Mikazuchi, so you can like search out your Bujin Carnation. And it's just like another 19-bit, which is really good. For the Shaddol monsters, you got the 2 Shaddol Beast. I originally was playing 3, but you actually you draw into a lot more, and you just want it like in the deck so you can use it for access to Shaddol Fusion or Sinister Shadow Games, where you can just like use it to draw a card. And then you have the 2 Squamatas. This is a Chaos variant to the Bujin Shaddolls, so having Squamata in the deck allows you to get more darks to the graveyard, so you have more like Chaos plays, and it's just like another way to thin out your deck to get your beast to the graveyard. Then you play 2 Dragons. It's one of the better Shaddol cards. When it's sent to the graveyard, you can destroy a spell and trap card, so you can send it off with like Sinister Shadow Games or through Yamato's effect. That's just really good. And then you have the 1 Shaddol Falco. You get this in the graveyard through Yamato and Sinister, and you just set it when you have Beast in the graveyard already. So if your opponent doesn't attack into it, you can just flip it, set Beast, and then you just go off from there. And for the Bujinji cards, you got the 2 turtles and 2 hares. This will stay the same because it just keep your Bujin monsters protected. Then you have 2 cranes and then 1 sinew. The sinew's really good. Like sinew's always been good, but now it's even better because now that you if your opponent has like a extra dog monster and you go Shaddol Fusion, you can like send like sinew or any of the Shaddol monsters really. Like it's just getting sinew into the graveyard is so much more easier. Like getting like turtle and hare into the graveyard is actually a lot easier now with like the Shaddol engine, which is so much cool, which is really cool. Then for the Chaos monsters, playing 2 Chaos Sorcerers and the 1 BLS. This is actually really good because once you get like your darks and your lights in the graveyard, you can just like special these guys, and your opponent won't really expect it, so you can just keep on going from there. And they're just really helpful to go for those OTKs like really easily, especially like BLS. And that's it for the monsters. For the spells, playing 3 Shaddol Fusions, which is like a really good card, especially because like when you would normal summon your Yamato first turn, they don't think you're playing Shaddolls, so they'll make like an extra dog monster, and then you just go Shaddol Fusion on your turn, and then they're just really surprised. Then you have the 2 Bujin Carnations. Originally I was playing 3 as well, but then you just like dead draw into it like a lot. So cutting it down to 2 is like probably the optimal amount, because you do have your Chaos monsters and your Shaddol monsters, so having 3 Bujin Carnation isn't really needed in this deck. Then you play the 3 5 formation Tenkis to search out your Bujin monsters. 1 Foolish Burial to set up your Shaddol effects and just get some like their effects going, which is like really good to the early start of the game. Then the 2 MSTs. Yeah, no, MSTs is a really good card. You should always main like at least 2 copies in like local events. As for the spells, for the traps, playing the 1 Warning and 1 Pulse. Yeah, so these 2 cards were like I wasn't actually playing in like my earlier builds, but then I added them in by taking out a 3rd Beast and 3rd Bujin Carnation, just because during like the early starts of the game you need some types of protection, like in forms of traps, just to keep like your monsters like still in the field, so you can like set up your future plays, and just allows you for like a more consistent game. And then you play 2 Sinister Shadow Games. You can't play 3 because you still need the Shaddolls in your deck for Shaddol Fusion. It's just really there to like just for like early starts of the game, like in the mid game as well, where you can just send like Beast, Squamata, Falco. So you can just set up your Chaos plays, your draw plays, and just like the Falco Beast plays, which is really cool. And then the last 3 traps are the 3 Vanity Emptiness. This card is amazing. It actually really is. You can get this card if you get like BLS and like this card out. You're just like in a very good position. And especially that if you have Yamato, using Yamato's effect to add one to your hand, then to discard it, won't actually destroy emptiness, so it's actually really good in Bujins, like if you're just playing the pure builds. And so yeah, this is really it for the traps. For the extra deck, I am playing 2 El Shaddolls Constructs and 1 El Shaddolls Winder. I wouldn't play more than 3 just because you're really never going to use their effect to add the Shaddolls Fusion back to your hand. And yeah, because like usually they'll just get banished or like returned to the extra deck, which is like sucks, but it doesn't really matter. Winder's probably like one of my more favorite Shaddolls, so you can just get like Winder and Yamato, and you just like have this really good positioning, especially backed up with like emptiness or like a warning or something. It's really good. Construct's the easiest one to make because you can just send your Bujins and your Shaddolls cards, so you can like send Squamata or like a Hare, Turtle, Sinew, and you just like go from there. For everything else, playing the 2 Susanoo, 1 Kagutsuchi. Kagutsuchi is really good for like those OTKs, just because you can mill 5 cards to get like Shaddolls effects off to get Darks and Lights in the graveyard. So you can just special summon all your Chaos Masters and just go for a quick game. For the Synchros, I'm playing the 1 Go-Yo Guardian and 1 Arcanine Magician. Arcanine Magician is just really good, just because like you just like get rid of your opponent's back row, and then you can just like special summon like if they still have an extra Dark Master, you just go Shaddolls Fusion to get out your like construct, and then you can like special summon like your Chaos Monsters from hand, and it's really fun. For the extra deck cards, I'm playing 101 Saiton, No 50 Black Shibble Corn, Kangorgan. Kangorgan's pretty relevant actually. It's just a really good way to protect emptiness. And then you have the 1 Sky Blaster, which is like another out to like your opponent's construct really. 1 Rhapsody for like Yang Zings and Light Swans, and 1 Abyss Dweller for like everything, pretty much. So this was my 4th place Bujin Shaddolls deck profile. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like this video, comment below if you have any questions, and subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. This is ProQuester signing out.